Climbing stairs. Can you climb these stairs to get into Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu, or Amazon, or Google, or Facebook, or okay, never mind. All right, climbing stairs. Okay, so I got some requests requesting me to do a dynamic programming question, but when I asked him what kind of difficulty level you want, there's no reply. So I'll just start with an easy question. So I searched the tag, and here it is. All right, climbing stairs. Let's get started. Okay. All right, so you're climbing a staircase, right? It takes n steps to reach the top. Now, each time you can either climb 1 or 2 steps. Now, in how many distinct ways can you climb to the top? Okay, so let's see the examples. Input 2, we have 2 because 1 plus 1, and then we have it's one way, right? 1 plus 1 is one way. And then we have one big leap, right? One step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, right? This is Neil Armstrong, right? The first man on the moon. Boiler up, Purdue University. Anyways, I get distracted so easily, motherfucker. All right, so let's see. Input 3. So we have 3 ways to climb to the top, right? So 1, 1, 1, and then 1, 2, and then 2, 1, right? So we have 3 ways. Now, this is a very, very classic dynamic programming or memorization question. Why? Because for every step is derived or based on the previous 2 steps, right? The solutions from the previous 2 steps. So let's say on the third step, right? On the third step here, on the third step, the solution comes from either take 1 step from the second step or take one big leap, but take 2 steps from the first step. So what we need to do is to combine the number of solutions from the previous 2 steps. Now, I guess it's pretty hard to illustrate this if you are you're a very first timer to dynamic programming. So I guess let's get started. All right. I spent 3 minutes bullshitting. Okay, so first of all, a very typical solution to a dynamic programming question would be creating an array to store to memorize the solutions. Now, so we have something like this. We have, let's call it dp, and new dp, and we have n plus 1. Now, why am I doing n plus 1 since we only on n step? Because we want this array to be 1 element extra to be able to get the solution on the nth element, which represents the nth step. Okay, if we do mdp n, then we won't be able to reach the nth step because the largest index of that array would be n minus 1. So now, just like if you took the next step is to create a base solution or base steps, or I forgot, it was a while ago since I took discrete math, and in that class the professor or the instructor or the teaching assistant, if the school is out of budget, will ask you to write down 2 steps. These 2 steps, or 1 step, is like the base that you derive to do an induction. So we need 2 basic steps, which is, in this case, we'll have BP 1 is 1. So step 1 only have 1 way. Step 2, 2 ways, because womp womp, and then wheel, right? Okay, so now we can start iterate this dynamic that this so we I less than the length of the dynamic, the array, and then plus plus. Okay, so dp I will be dp minus 1 plus dp I minus 2. Okay, so it's like time going backwards, using a time machine to right. So it's like imagine you're taking one step backward and then check the previous steps, previous number of ways, and then go forward, right? So after this, we can return the number of solutions or the number of ways at nth step. Now, one edge case we have to deal with is if n is less than 3, then we'll just return n, because in the previous, well, in this part we are not dealing with this. So if n of dp is 2, well, actually, you know what? If n is 1, it will just return 1, right? N is 2, return 2. So we don't even need to do this. Okay, sorry, my bad. I just took a long nap and my brain is having a slight headache right now. All right, so 0 will be 0. That's perfect. Okay, so let's see. So if we have 0 and 1, 2, okay, perfect, and 3, 5, and 8. Okay, let's see. Cannot find symbol. Oh, stupid. Stupid. Oh, why am I? Oh, shoot. I can't even. I forgot the Java syntax to create an array. This is terrible. Jesus. I just took a break for 2 days, man. Index out of bound. Oh, yeah. So that's why. Yeah, because if it's less than 3, we can't really assign this value to index 2. So yeah, we still have to if n less than 3, and then we'll return 3. Now return n. Okay. Sorry, my brain is just not working. Okay. Okay. So now let's have a lot of accepted Jitsu. Okay, accepted. All right. No, yeah, it was a pretty easy question, and I even stumbled a little bit. What the heck, man? But can we do better than this? Usually they'll ask you during an interview, can we do better than this? So since we have 6 minutes left, let's see what else can we do now. I think now this is using a lot of space, see? But if you notice, we are only updating three values, right? So do we really need to keep, like once we get to the end of the array, or after we have iterated the first 3 elements, do we need to keep track of those? No, right? We can just get rid of them. So we can have 3 variables. Now right now the space. So this solution, the space is big of n, because we're using allocate a new array to store this. Now if we can just use 3 variables, then the space complexity will be constant. So if we use this, okay, so it's the same thing. Now we just need to say int step 1 is 1, and then int step 2 is 2, right? And then int step 3 is 3. But we need one more thing, that is to count. We need to count the number. We need to count the number of steps we have iterated. So we'll have int count is, let's say it was 3, because we already have a edge case checking here. So it's gonna be larger or equal to 3. So while count is less than and equal to n, and we'll have step 3 is equal to step 1 plus step 2. Now we need to update the values, right? So step 1 will be assigned to step 2. Now step 2 will be assigned to step 1, and let's check the time. And then step 2 will, step 3 will be assigned to step 2. So this is how we updated the 3. So this is like the 3 values move forward to the next one, right? Oh wait, this way. Okay, all right. And then after this, we'll return step 3. Now don't forget, we'll need to increase the counts. Let's see. Okay, so that's pretty good. Space constant, time linear. Well, of course, we gotta iterate through the entire array. No, I mean iterate through all the steps, right? So let's submit it. Accepted Jitsu. Okay. Or accept it. Okay. All right. So it was a pretty easy question. I think next time I'll do something harder, probably medium or hard, because this, I feel like this is not challenging. And even if it's not challenging, I still fucking screwed up a little bit. Okay, so yeah, if you need something else, if you need something like other than dynamic programming, please comment below, and I'll try to upload videos regularly. Anyways, thanks for watching and subscribing. See you next time. Happy coding.